MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today it's Grapefruit League action between the Detroit Tigers and the Yankees. So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes one grain on that bat and you got a potential 3-run bomb. Look out for these guys going deep today.
Luis Severino, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Thanks, Matty. Luis Severino, big arm. 97 to 100 miles an hour. Bounce between the rotation and the bullpen. Good hard slider. His changeup's getting better. The true definition of an ace.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Didi Gregorius. Not only has this guy been knighted, yes, they call him Sir Didi back in his homeland, Curacao. He's one of the best ball players coming down the pike, starting with Andrew Jones, Xander Bogaerts, and it's Didi Gregorius this time. Hits from the left side of the plate with power and the ability to go in the hole with one of the strongest arms in the game.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He will lead this one off today. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Chopped in front of home plate. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang play at first.
Second, the left fielder, number 8.
And that'll bring up Mikey Mata. Previous history with Luis Severino, not great. He's 1 for 8. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Severino has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
Here comes the first pitch. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2 balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman. 1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
This offense has been warned. If they didn't know already, now they do know. He's got his A-game fastball with him today.
Here now the 2-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Down in order go the Tigers. Tigers nothing. Yankees coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Matty, I know I'm stating the obvious, but the middle of the order has to come through today. You got guys that are playing way above their pay grade on the periphery, and it's time for them to look and see the big boys do their job.
Michael Fulmer, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, thanks, Matt. On the bump, Michael Fulmer. Boy, what really turned his career around, learning the straight changeup. Always had a big arm when he came up in the Mets farm system, but since he arrived in the big leagues, more than that big arm, the fastball 95 to 97 miles an hour. Straight changeup, one of the best in baseball. Also has a curveball to go along with it. If he brings the changeup and the good one with him, he will be really tough to hit.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Aducci on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Ronald Teray is the next to bat. Coming into this one against Michael Fulmer, he's 0 for 5. Chopped weakly to the left. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Striding in, Gary Sanchez. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
Cabrera ranging into the outfield. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 2-3 go the Bombers. We are still scoreless.
Leading off for Detroit,
Nick Castellanos now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is grounded foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Down the third baseline. And that's through for a hit. Around first, he's digging for second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Loved the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double. That's a risky play, though. Could have been a lot worse than a double.
No balls and 1 strike. Now the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. Previous history with Luis Severino, just a 1 for 9. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Castellanos stands at second with no outs. And now he'll step off and raise his hand towards second, but he'll just hold on to it. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
batting sixth, right fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Jim Aducci, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. From the stretch. And that one stayed too low apparently. No score here as we play inning number 2.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gardner is there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Now batting, James McCann, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Runner in scoring. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Oh, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know if he's throwing you tough pitches, he does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over the heart of the plate, knowing that he's trying to execute so well, he might miss right down the middle.
1-2 to the Tigers catcher.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Detroit. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's big Aaron Judge coming into this one against Michael Fulmer. He's gone 2 for 5. He also has 1 home run. Hard hit ball to short. Iglesias is there. And quickly there's 1 down to lead off the frame. At the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
And it's quickly 0-2. Bottom of the second here with no score. Softly hit to the left side. And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are 2 down. Next for New York, Didi Gregorius, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And a ball, 1-0. On a grade school swing there, it's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Lifted in the air to center. Martin is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Here's Leonis Martin. Previous history with Luis Severino. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First pitch coming. Here it is. A dangerous changeup to miss high with that stayed out of the zone. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. 2-2. Popped high in the air. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. So stepping in, elchele703's. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Missed with a slider. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Is looked at and the count moves full.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Riding in once again, Jose Iglesias. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Not too often do you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box now, Mikey Mata, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. (2-0) to the Tigers left fielder. Mata, 28 years old. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
To 2-2 now. And a full count, 3-2 for Mikey Matu.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. Now at the plate, Miguel Cabrera. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back with more from the Grapefruit League after this. Brandon Drury will bat next. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. 1-0 the count. The 1-0. Soft liner toward short. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
And that's waved at and missed for strike one. Coming into this one against Michael Fulmer, he's gone 2 for 5. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Well, he doubled up on that slider, so that tells me he's really feeling it at this point in the game. Good chance we'll see a heavy dose of that slider as this start continues.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Now another 0-2. Liner toward right center. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Yankees.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. So big.
First things first, here's the throw over, but the runner's back easily. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And they got him.
Well, that's not a good look. No one likes getting picked off, but it's especially bad when it's your team's first hit. It's kind of deflating.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
You can see that this wasn't that difficult to play as it headed up the middle, but it might have taken a funny hop there, and he couldn't make the play on it. E6 all the way.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring in Jacoby Ellsbury. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Bird is off at first with 2 away. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side.
Leading off for Detroit, third baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. And he'll step off and try again. Here's the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
1 and 2.
And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with a slider. Just a bit low, ball 3.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Designated hitter.
Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. Nobody out, runner on first. Changeup in for a strike.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Calling for it, Judge. And that's the first out of the inning. Next up for Detroit, Jim Adduci comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit out towards second. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. The throw into second. But he'll be in there with a double. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
One run, 2 hits, 1 error for the Tigers thus far. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. McCann has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is, and shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. And a swing and a miss there on a late-breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Here's Leonis Martin. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Adduci at second with 2 down. Ripped down the first base line, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Tigers strike for a run on this RBI double. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 1-0 Detroit. Mike Fiers will come out now and make his first appearance of the spring.
Number 50, Mike Fiers.
Stepping up to the plate, Ronald Torreyes. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Swing and a liner. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Around second. He's on his way to third. The relay throw. Well, he is in there with a triple.
That was not the way this pitcher envisioned the beginning of the game. Going for him wasn't that bad of a pitch. He jumps all over it. Nobody can run it down, and he's standing at third feeling pretty good about himself.
So striding in, Gary Sanchez, as he's up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He's set. Here it comes. Lifted in the air out to right. Adduci is going to get there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now the relay home, and the run will score on the sacrifice fly as that'll square things at 1-1.
Great job of offensive execution there. Leadoff triple and then the sac fly to bring home a run.
Stepping in, Aaron Judge. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch on its way. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. So striding forward now, Giancarlo Stanton hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, look at Castellanos to first in time. Digging in for his second at-bat, elchele703's reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
And he'll step on first himself for the out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Iglesias. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Popped him up. Bird waits on it. 2 down. And that'll bring up Mikey Mato. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Tough slider down low for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A little bit low that time, maybe outside as well. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Swing and a miss at a ball tailing out of the zone. 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner. First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in, and he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10-15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. 3-1.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guarantee.
Giovanni Gallegos takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Giovanni Gallegos.
Matuk, the runner at first with 2 gone. Full count still. Grounded to first. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Tigers leave 1. Halfway home, all even. Kirby St. John, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here. Here's Didi Gregorius. First delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Cabrera's got it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Up next for the Yankees,
Into the box now. Brendan Drury hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Hit hard on the ground at third. Castellanos is there. In time to first, and there are 2 away. So coming to the plate, Brett Gardner. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses inside 1-0.
Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw.
Down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nick Castellanos.
Getting out for the Tigers, third baseman, Nick Castellanos.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Line toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Slider up that he gets a call on. Got him. Fooled on the pitch as he swings at it in the dirt for strike 3. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And a very big mistake as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position. First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a breaking ball. Castellanos, the runner at second with 1 away. The 1-0. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
Swinging a soft liner, and this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 30.
In now, James McCann. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that slider's almost in the dirt. And that one just missed outside. 2 out here and a runner at second. Two and one.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
From the belt, the pitch. A swing and a miss there. 2-2. And a full count for James McCann. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Center fielder, number 12, Leonis Martin.
Striding into the box, Leonis Martin. No hits to this point. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And he takes ball 1. That's inside. 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
And that's finally over for a strike.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And a disastrous time to uncork a wild pitch as the go-ahead run scores from third. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch in there, and it's even at 1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Boy.
Two and two. Second and third. Ben Heller will slide in now and try to work out of this. Runners at second and third with 2 gone.
Ben Heller.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Line towards center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Tigers get just the 1. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Detroit is out in front 2-1. Artie Lewicki enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 57, Artie Lewicki.
Ready now, Greg Bird. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
First baseman, Greg Bird.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Martin able to take it in for the first out.
Now batting.
Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Tapped down the line. That's a foul ball. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Bouncer down the line. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Soft liner toward first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Hey now.
Now batting.
At the plate, Ronald Torreyes tripled and scored in his last at-bat. We'll see what he does for a follow-up act here. So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1.